really cool to walk into my class and already know the families because I grew up in the same place. I know what my students are talking about when they say, oh, I went to Guadalajara Market or I live right here. I'm like, yeah, I live the same places. I grew up going to the same parks.
I feel lucky that I got a job here in my hometown, and I just like being around teachers that were both my teachers in third grade. I was a student teacher with somebody that was my third grade teacher. I feel like it was full circle for me as well.
Coming into my first year of teaching, I felt like very invited, very welcome. I think it really is because I spent so much time here. You know, I was 4 years old up until 12. It was amazing. It still is. It's amazing, and being able to share that with my students was they're like shocked and surprised that I came back and that, you know, where they're going is where I grew up.
Santa Barbara is such a beautiful community, also very relational. We're all connected, and having staff that are from, you know, Santa Barbara and know the community it's so important because then they understand, they can empathize with, you know, a lot of our families.
I use my experience to inspire my students by trying to relate to them. Even through learning, I use that. Like, I go to the recycling center and they're like, oh, me too. I eat the same snacks as you. Like, just trying to build me personally into the curriculum and let them know that I am more than their teacher. Like, there's stuff that we have in common.
I think I'm in a very privileged place in that my students can relate to me and they can see themselves in me. So just small comments that you wouldn't think twice about of like, oh yeah, my mom works cleaning houses. You see their faces light up because they have parents who work in housekeeping, who work in the service industry. They can speak to me about that they don't have to be ashamed, that I know the foods that they eat, the holidays they celebrate, the language that they speak at home is very powerful to me. And I think it's inspiring them in that they can see themselves having a future beyond whatever their family had.
Just be straight up with them and just say like, hey, I came from here, I'm from the area, I went through the exact, you know, steps and shoes that you are going through, and I got my master's. It's not impossible, and you can definitely go ahead and do that. I feel like perhaps in my ideal world, right, is to inspire them and push them to do better and do more great things.